Hi guys, my name is Matt Beckham and I am your teacher for Essential Cinema, okay? And rather than write a big long thing to introduce you to the course, I thought I would actually create a tiny film, which is very easy in this day and age because there are cameras everywhere, all right? What are we going to be doing in Essential Cinema, the book? What are we going to be doing in Introduction to Film? You're going to be looking at the full scope of what film is. Part of its history, part of it tells you about the nuts and bolts of film as in editing, sound, lights. They discuss particular films in here, and this is a big part of your work is to read these chapters. And you're going to have a quiz on each one of these chapters. Those will be staggered throughout the semester, okay? So you're reading the book. Number two, you're going to be looking at your syllabus, because your syllabus is going to give you your roadmap for this course, okay? To learn about film, I'd love for us all to run out and actually make one on our own to really get a feel of the creative vibe, but we don't have the time, the money, and sometimes not the expertise to do that. So instead of something hands-on, you are going to be looking at a book, which can sometimes feel a little bit dry, but when you can kind of pull back the curtain and study kind of with a long view before actually jumping in, and maybe some of you do want to make films, that's a way to appreciate the medium even better, okay? So you walk into your local Cinemaplex and you see the latest Avengers movie or a nice art house film. How do they do that? What history has led up to the point where people are making movies like we have today? What films from the past are brilliant that you haven't seen? You're going to be looking at 3 films this semester, and we're going to use those films to have discussions. Those films will be The Matrix, No Country for Old Men, and Jaws. And we're going to use those movies to take questions from the end of your chapter here and create discussion forums where we're going to have a chat together. All right? So a general overview of all the things that are going to be going on to help you get your arms around the information in this book are, we are going to have discussions. This week, week 1, we're going to have an icebreaker where you're going to tell me about your favorite film. You'll find that discussion on the website, okay? Later on, we'll have 4 other discussion topics where we're going to discuss, as I said, specific questions from the book as it relates to Jaws, The Matrix, and No Country for Old Men. You're also going to create your own short film, which is going to be 6 to 8 minutes long, and it's going to be as limited as it needs to be, but with you attempting to tell a story, either a scene from a movie that you can adapt yourself, something maybe that you've written, or something that you've taken from a piece of theater, okay, that you're going to using your camera. What the heck just happened? I believe that's what we call an edit. So we're already learning about film, aren't we? That was an edit. We were talking about how you're going to create your own short film, and then I screwed up. So here we are for one more take. There's some more film jargon. You're creating your own film that's 6 to 8 minutes long, and you can film it with your video camera, the camera here on the computer, or even your phone, being conscious of the fact that you need to make sure I can hear you, that the sound is clear. I know you guys aren't professional filmmakers. I just want you to kind of try the creative side of it on your own as a great project to help you understand the medium of film, okay? That's fully detailed in your syllabus, and I can't reiterate this enough. Your syllabus is going to be key for you to understand what's going on. You've got dates in there, you've got full descriptions of these projects that we're talking about, and you need to really get into your syllabus, understand it, because I can't remind you the way I would if we were having an actual class. You're going to have to be responsible for knowing that syllabus from stem to stern and really keeping up with your reading in the book. And I've detailed when I expect you to have each chapter read from the book as well. Okay? So what else is going on in the class? We're going to have quizzes on each one of these chapters, and those quizzes are staggered throughout the semester as well. Clearly detailed in your syllabus on the calendar, which is in the syllabus. Take a look at the syllabus, okay? We're going to have a test that's going to be a midterm. You have those dates as well in your syllabus. The test number 2 is going to be a final, all right? So you're also going to write a film critique of either Jaws, The Matrix, or No Country for Old Men. And what you want to focus in on there is taking technical terms from the book and applying that to these films and showing me that you understand these technical terms from the book, okay? So you're reading, you're checking our online presence to see what's going on. If you have any questions, you're going to be emailing me. You need to look at your syllabus this week for sure and see what's coming up this week that you're responsible for completing, okay? Part of my passion for teaching film is that I have acted in some independent film, lived in New York for a while and did theater, and I've been kind of involved in theater or film since I was very, very young. So I love the ability of a film to affect you by telling a story, okay? And you're going to start to sort of pull back the curtain and see some of the mystery drop away as you study the brick and mortar of how films are created when you read it in this book, okay? So I appreciate you guys joining up with the class, and I encourage you to email me with any questions. I want to be clear with you because that's part of my responsibility to make clear to you what I'm going to base my grade on, all right? Those tests, those quizzes, those projects, that's what you need to be focused on and completing so that you can get a great grade and get a well-rounded appreciation of film, all right? I may be able to share with you at some point some of the films that I've been in, show you the trailers from those films, just to kind of spice up what it is that we're doing and kind of give a real-world feel to our study of the history, techniques, sound, light, editing, the whole tamale of film. All right, so thank you for coming out, and I look forward to working with you all semester.